Hi folks, this is Ryan from ORS Snowshoes Direct.com in Vermont. We are here at our retail store, Onion River Sports, and we're going to walk you through some snowshoes. This is our expedition category. These are the most aggressive snowshoes for the most aggressive terrain. And we kind of got them broken down by brand. I'm going to walk you through the features really quickly. It's a quick overview, so if you want more information, just go to our site and go to the product page for each of these shoes and you'll have all the information you could ever want. But we're going to just give you a quick overview because there's a lot of choices. This is just one category of snowshoes, and you can see all the snowshoes behind me. It's mind-boggling, so hopefully this will help kind of break it down for you. So, I got my little rolly stool here, and we're going to start off with the Tubbs Mountaineer. Tubbs Snowshoes have been making snowshoes forever. They used to be made right here down the road in Vermont. Unfortunately, not anymore, but they're still high-quality snowshoes. And the Mountaineer is their premier snowshoe designed for the most aggressive terrain. And why is it for the most aggressive terrain? Well, first of all, it has tons and tons of traction. So steeps and deeps, you're going to get the traction that you need so you don't lose control. And you can see plenty of stainless steel traction on the bottom of that thing. The binding is another big part of a snowshoe, and this is a super comfortable, very supportive binding with a lot of padding and just tons of support to keep your foot centered in uneven terrain. You don't know where you're going to end up. You want to make sure that your binding supports you. So this is called the Active Fit binding. First of all, it's a rotating binding, meaning that when you take a step, the tail will sort of drop and all the snow will slide off the back. That's kind of a signature in the Tubbs line. The binding is nice and comfortable. It's got a nice padded piece right here that'll go against your foot for extra comfort and also warmth against where the laces are. Simple adjustment. You just pull these straps. It'll tighten against your foot, and there's a heel strap as well. These control wings will keep your foot centered. And Tubbs has introduced what's called the rapid response, where the binding actually is free to sort of pivot side to side. Obviously, when you're weighting it, it'll pivot more so, but when you're on side terrain, that gives you better articulation. And a climbing bar is critical when you're walking up a steep hill or a mountain for a long period of time. That gives your heel a place to land. It'll take stress off your calves and put more traction on the snowshoe. So it's got it all. It's a super nice snowshoe, the Tubbs Mountaineer. Then we go into the Flex ALP, and this is a brand new shoe from Tubbs. It's a molded snowshoe, so instead of your sort of standard frame and decking material, you've got this molded shoe. And that allows the shoe to twist. So this is really, really good for uneven terrain, packed snow, icy snow, that kind of thing. And when I say icy, this thing is all about traction. Check it out. I mean, that is insane. You can walk up a frozen waterfall with that thing and back down again. It's got traction all over the place, even on the tail. And the tail is nice and flexible. So on packed snow, on ice, this shoe can flex. It's a really, really comfortable shoe. So it takes a lot of that sort of stress from heel strike away from your body, your bones, your joints. Otherwise, rotating toe cord, tons of traction as I mentioned, and a really simple and nice, comfortable, easy to use binding. Again, you just pull on these straps, it'll tighten around your boot, you got a heel strap adjustment, and you got the control wings to keep your foot centered. So, really for, either of these shoes are good for the most aggressive terrain, but this one is really more for the really packed, windswept, crazy conditions, and this is more your traditional deep, deep, deep snow kind of shoe. Alright, now we move to the Atlas line. Atlas snowshoes are really, really great. Aluminum frame on here. This is their premium aluminum frame, and it's manipulated in all sorts of crazy ways for optimizing the stiffness of it, and tons and tons of stainless steel traction on the bottom. The binding is what really separates an Atlas from a Tubbs. They use what's called their spring-loaded binding. So the binding is kind of suspended, and it really has a ton of articulation side to side on uneven terrain. So, side traversing, it's a great, great shoe. But you'll see a lot of the same features. You got a heel bar for climbing those steeps, and the binding is really, really sweet. This material slips through these buckles really, really easily. So you slide your foot in and you pull on this and it really cradles the foot, slides through no problem, it won't freeze up on you, and you got a heel strap adjustment as well. Nice padding on there. So that's the Tubbs 12 series, and again, super great shoe, nice and lightweight, for your most aggressive terrain. And by the way, let me quickly say, even though this is designed for the most aggressive terrain, having a lot of traction, having a really comfortable binding is not a disadvantage. So if you're more into moderate terrain but you want those features, why not go with a shoe like that? Won't let you down. Then you've got your really specific BC125 from Atlas, and the shoe here is designed for mainly, you're going to use it to get up, and then you're going to sort of take it off, pack it together, and stick it on your pack. So the binding is made to lay flat when you sort of stack it. It's only available in one size, but otherwise tons of traction. One size only means, again, you might not have optimum flotation in super deep snow. It's made to work for all sorts of terrain, but mainly it's a tool to get to the top, and then you're snowboarding or skiing down, and you're going to strap it to the back of your pack. It's got a heel bar, a climbing bar as well, and just a simple binding that will stay secure. Won't have as much support as some of these over here, but you know what you're doing when you buy this shoe. BC125 from Atlas. This is one size only and unisex, whereas the 12, 25, the Flex ALP, and the Mountaineer are also available in women's models. Now we're going to talk about MSR. Good old US-made MSR snowshoes. Really excited about their line this year. They've really changed a lot of things, but in their expedition category, we're pretty much sticking to what is good, what they've come to design for the most aggressive terrain. This is a Lightning series, and this is a Lightning Ascent. And not only does it have lots and lots of traction bars, but the actual frame itself is traction. So this thing will grip in the most aggressive, steepest, nastiest terrain you can find. Very, very lightweight snowshoe because of the fact that the traction is incorporated into the frame. But you also have a heel bar and a rotating toe cord that has a built-in stop. So it'll rotate to a point and then stop. Snow will shut off the tail, but it won't swing all the way and completely out of your way. And just a simple, no messing around binding. Not a lot of whiz-bang, buckles and that kind of thing. Just a very functional, easy to use, 3 flexible straps to cradle your foot and keep you secure. And then we've got the Evo Ascent, which is their more standard molded shoe you've probably seen over the years. Very similar binding. In fact, it's the same binding. Tons of traction rails, nice molded traction bars here for really gripping when you're on the steep terrain, and obviously the stainless steel in the front. Rotating toe cord with a stop. The molded shoe can really twist and articulate, and they've got the climbing bar as well. With MSR, you can pick this snowshoe if you want extra flotation, then you buy the corresponding flotation tails, and they click onto the back and they give you extra length for more flotation in deep snow. So if you're carrying a heavy pack, or you think you might want more flotation in deep snow, you throw these tails on and you get the flotation you need. Otherwise, you take the tails off, you don't have as much of a cumbersome shoe underneath you, and off you go. Available in women's, and this is a unisex. Alright, so that's a quick overview in the 10 minutes that I've got. Hopefully it helps. Again, if you want more information, go to our website, ORS Snowshoesdirect.com. Thanks again, my name's Ryan, and have a good time snowshoeing. Take care.